one of the training providers on the training program and its benefits to participants.
Now, the major thing was to introduce to them that behavior that is necessary for somebody who wants to become a businessman. We looked at 3 basic aspects. In fact, we introduced them to 10 competencies that they could use, and also took them through some financial skills that they need to be able to be in good business. In the competencies, what we did was to look at 3 separate areas, and they were basically the power competencies, the planning competencies, and the controlling competencies. The idea is, if you have those things that will be able to push you to do the things that you're doing, risk-taking, persistence to whatever you want to do, being able to seek information and those other things, there is a need to be able to have those competencies for you to be able to push the idea you have in your mind, turn it into something that is productive, that people can actually see and get.
In view of the skills training acquired, the future obviously looks bright for participants, observes Theophilus T. Zoblan, Coordinator, Occupational Standards, COTFET.
I think to start with, it's a very good attempt by Ascent and Arts. With the current skills training in the country, most of the customers a bit complain about the quality of the finished product, and that leaves some kind of image problem with respect to the products that are produced by our artisans and craft persons. Ascent and Arts coming into this dispensation of having a curriculum to train their artisans and probably master craft persons is something that is very good, because we have to maintain standards in the country. And we also have to ensure that the goods we produce are quality and meet best international standards. By doing that, it will mean that we are able to train professionals for the industry. And by training professionals for the industry, it will also mean that professionals are able to produce quality goods. And when goods are produced that meet standards, of course, there is high patronage, and that is where businesses now begin to make profit. So, with the coming into being with this curriculum, it gives the people in that industry a direction that, no, things have changed. We have to comply to standards. We have to do things as specified in the curriculum. And specification is key here, so that we don't end up doing things anyhow. When you do things anyhow, in fact, if it affects the industry. And I think for Ascent and Arts, they are already making strides in the market because of the quality of their products. And they are also trying to make sure that the quality of goods that they produce really affects the fabric of their industry. And that is why they are so much interested in coming up with this curriculum. So for me, what I will say is that Ascent and Arts has taken a bold step. And they should be able to ensure that this vibrant step they have taken affect their industry at large, so that the goods that are being produced with respect to metal fabrication, wood and metal construction, and furniture, everybody in that industry will upskill their training and make sure that they produce things that meet quality standards, like Ascent is doing now. So it should be a part on their shoulders for that bold step that they have taken, and that they should make sure that their training institute also works, because it will mean that people could come to them to access training, get the required competencies, and then they go into the industry to produce quality goods. And if others are also doing or producing quality goods, it will mean that the industry would move on. But if Ascent is only focusing on their quality goods, and they do not make provisions for the other partners in the industry, of course, it will also have an image problem on them, because whoever patronize a product would only say, in Ghana, you buy their products, their metal products, metal furniture, and you don't see any quality in it. And I think that is what I see as good with the curriculum that Ascent has designed, so that at least other stakeholders in the same industry could also access training to upskill themselves and make sure that products meet international best standards, and that will put them ahead, and at least it also puts our country ahead because the industry will grow eventually.
The potential for graduates of the Art Institute is great if such initiative to train the youth is sustained. Skills upgrade and acquisition is a must for such groups to obtain employable skills and be self-reliant so as to have a better livelihood.
The Skills Development Fund, SDF, supports small, medium and large-scale businesses to undertake skills upgrading of their staff and acquire innovative technology required to enhance their productivity and increase their competitiveness in the local and global market. Starting this April, watch SDF Diaries on the Joy News channel on Multi TV every Saturday, 8:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. SDF, managed by Cuthbert, is an initiative of the Government of Ghana with support from the World Bank and Danida.
My name is Samuel Bolu. When the European market switched on to the new variety called MD2, it was very difficult for us to adopt to the new variety because we don't have the technology. The land preparation is quite different. The fertilization, almost everything was different. And at the end, if you continue the way it was, we will have end up even closing up the farm. Thanks to SDF, we received a grant of 248,000 Ghana cedis, which enabled us to bring in a Costa Rican consultant who is currently teaching us to cultivate the new variety MD2. At the moment, we have been able to increase our yield from 20 tons to 80 tons per hectare, and we are able to sell to European and North American markets.
The Skills Development Fund, SDF, is an initiative of the Government of Ghana with funding from the World Bank and Danida to help Ghanaian firms become competitive from now till 20th July 2014. SDF is requesting firms that require innovative skills and technology to submit their proposals for assistance. Visit sdfghana.org to apply.
I'm just in awe of some of these beautiful design pieces created by Assets and Arts. And this one looks like an angel that is ready to fly and bless me. I'm also looking at this very beautiful piece, which is a huge ship, almost looks like an FPSO. Beautiful design here, and all lovely design pieces, almost like lizards. I think they are lizards. Indeed, Assets and Arts are really creating very beautiful design pieces. And I think if you have need for any design piece, you should visit this place. This is a guitar, and it's also a design piece. And it's lovely, isn't it? Lovely, lovely, lovely creation. All thanks to Assets and Arts. All too soon, we've come to the end of another exciting episode on your favorite TV program, SDF Diaries. Please do make a date with me, same time next week. Bye for now.